So it's day 40 and my account is sitting at 2090. But I want to start this video off a little different. I want to share a testimony of a woman by the name of Carla as it relates to her experience with BG Wealth Sharing. Share your comments and your testimonies and stories down below, because I would love to highlight you. Those of you who are tuning in and sharing this and just following along on the journey as you follow along on the journey yourself. So drop those stories down below so I can share it and highlight it in the upcoming video. But this is what Carla had to say, and then I dive into the details of some of the recent things that, you know, they're talking about from a scam angle, so you can have certainty in knowing that, look, I see all of that stuff too, and I'm still pushing forward because I feel that this has strong upside potential and a culture that's being created that none of the naysayers can stop. That's what I feel. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But Carla said, look, first and foremost, I want to give thanks to the Father Almighty for his amazing grace, faithfulness, and kindness in this journey. When I reached level 1 in February, which is a level that you can reach if you decide to share it with people, she said, I stepped out on faith again and added $2,000 more to her assets from $500. Now, at the end of March, her crypto account stands at $6,374.20. She says she's truly grateful and excited, and with the guidance and vision behind this platform, I am confident that this growth will continue in the years ahead. Another beautiful testimony is seeing my son also reach level 1 this month. BG is indeed a family affair, and this speaks volumes about the trust, belief, and joy we have found in this journey together. It's more than numbers. It's growth, learning, and community. To the critics, we choose peace. We're not here to argue or prove anything. We stay focused, grounded, and grateful. We don't follow the noise. We walk in purpose. We walk in purpose and with purpose. At BG, we are blessed not only with financial growth, but also with knowledge, wisdom, and a supportive community. And for that, we are truly thankful. So salute to Carla for that, and salute to all of those of you who have embarked on this journey and went against the grain and betted on yourself and wanted to see from an inside perspective versus just reading headlines. If you're ready to get off the fence and you want to be a part of the community, then it's a link down below so you can get started. If you're already a part of the community, it's a link that you can use that can help you grow your organization if you choose to do so. But I wanted to highlight this because in 6 days I'll be showing when, you know, I made my first withdrawal. And I also want to let it be known that, listen, a lot of things that you think are negatives can actually be converted into positives. What am I saying? Well, it's a lot of scam and things that are being put out there in terms of how BG is not safe and all of those things. Although that can be negative, I view it as a potential positive because it makes a person, it gives us a big opportunity. I'll say this, because the fact that not everybody is willing to jump on board and do this lets us know that we're still very early. We haven't even got to a mass adoption phase. Yes, there are over 500,000 people in BG Wealth Sharing, and only those who are willing to bet on themselves are the ones that's actually jumping in. However, the fact that you jumped on board at a time where it was some fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and smear campaigns, or whatever you want to call it, being put out there says a lot about you. And I feel like those who are willing to take the bigger risk will benefit from the bigger rewards. It's just the fact of the matter. So you're still early in this opportunity, and no matter if people don't, you know, respond to you reaching out trying to share it, or they say, nah, it's a scam, it's one of those things, listen, keep your blinders on, stay focused, keep hitting your copy and paste trades every day, and keep winning, and just continue to be a representation of good vibes, good energy, good culture, and representing the prosperous, or the, you know, the progress that you're making financially. And they'll notice. If they don't, oh well, somebody is willing and ready to be a part of your team. But let's talk about this new information that was put out, you know, by the government to say that, hey, this is a scam, beware of this, that, these, and those, and we'll go from there. All right, so this article was updated as of April 7th, and they're talking about fake news articles are impersonating politicians and business leaders as it relates to enticing, or to entice victims to scam trading platforms. Now, Although this doesn't say anything specifically about BG, this platform has said something about BG wealth sharing and different trade accounts. And I'm not here to say that there are not any scam things going on from a trading perspective, because I'm sure it is, especially in this day and age where you can't trust videos because they've gotten so good at the AI content, the AI generated content, the deep fakes, that it's getting tough. It's getting tough to tell the difference. So you do need to keep your head on the swivel and pay attention and be aware. But this right here is just saying that it's something out there that's portraying to be politicians in New Zealand basically wanting to get people into certain investment platforms. The fake news stories feature convincing deepfake videos and images of politicians, business leaders, and celebrities. Some examples of these fake news stories include false reports that the politician or business leader is endorsing the new investment platform, attention-grabbing headlines, claims that the secret source of public figures' wealth has been revealed, claims that the New Zealanders will receive income, claims that pension payments have been canceled. So it's a lot of things that may be out there. They didn't specifically say anything about BG Wealth, but because they said something about BG Wealth previously, I had to highlight this and just let it be known. Look, we see all of the things that are out there. I had a family member saying, you know, they sent me a news thing of people talking about the scam shit, like, be careful, family. Now, people who share this and say this, they care about us. But you have to make your own decision based on your own intuition and you feeling whether or not this is something that's right for you, whether you feel that I'm a real person or if I'm just trying to hype you into joining. I'm not hyping, convincing, sharing my journey, sharing my story, sharing what it is that is feeling like a solution to many people's problems, as I'm on a mission to help myself as I help others or empower others to get on this side of benefiting from daily trades that can yield them 1.2% per day. And that could be a game changer when you stack it all up. For those of you who have patience, for those of you who are willing to weather the storm and you know, bet on yourself. Trust your gut. If your gut says don't do it, don't do it. If your gut says, you know what, let me at least try this out, try it out. If your gut says, you know what, I think I'm kind of convinced now. They're not running from the smoke. They're showing up every day. They're real people. You've heard, you know, baby in the background, all of those things that let you know, look, I don't have time to be wasting time or wasting anybody's time, and definitely playing with anything that, you know, I feel would be detriment to someone's finance. That being said, just wanted to share those things. The testimony, my ongoing progress, as well as this new article that didn't specifically touch on BG Wealth, but they talked about BG Wealth before, so I wanted to highlight this just in case, subliminally, they were still talking about BG Wealth. We see it all, we hear it all. Share your testimonies, your stories down below, or get started, and you can reach directly out to me to get assistance with getting enrolled so you can start benefiting from those daily profits. That's all I got. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.